Hello students, welcome to biology class. Students, you know very well that food gives us energy. And in the chapter nutrition, you have studied that how an organism obtains the food and what happens to the food once it enters into the body. In the body, the food gets digested and the digested food gets absorbed. The nutrients are absorbed from the digested food. Why the nutrients should get absorbed from the digested food? Yes, to release energy. But remember, the nutrients cannot add directly energy to the body. In turn, the nutrients must undergo certain reactions to release energy. And this process is done by respiration. What do this respiration process do to our body? Let us see. I will tell you a small reaction. You know well C6H12O6. This is nothing but the glucose, a simple form of carbohydrate, which is after digestion, your body absorbs this simple form of carbohydrate into your body in each and every cell. And by the process of respiration, this gas, that is oxygen gas, gets added and this undergoes oxidation reaction and releases carbon dioxide, water, and with the release of energy, and that energy is stored in the form of a molecule ATP. So this is the complete utilization of the nutrient in our body. So by the way of respiration only, the complete utilization of the food is done. But how this process undergo? How this process has been discovered, let us see in the chapter Respiration, that is the second chapter. Respiration, energy supplying system. Why the term respiration is given as a energy supplying system? Because this process adds energy to your body. And now we shall see what does the term, how does the term respiration has come. It has taken from the Latin word respire, which means breathing. That means it involves a chain of reactions right from the inhalation of the gas from the air and its utilization in the cells. That is what meant by respiration. And how this has been come into the world, how the people has come to know about the process respiration. Let us go back to the 14th century. During 14th century, the people wouldn't have much knowledge about that air is a mixture of gases. But they would refer this term respiration as it is the process in which some inhalation of air is being done to our body and the body produces heat. That's what respiration they know. But later on, it was only until 18th century, the work of Lavoisier and Priestley, they made the world to be aware of the gases, mixture of the gases and the relation between the gases of the air and respiration. Of this, you already know about the Priestley's experiment regarding photosynthesis. He gave the importance of the air, the role of air in photosynthesis. Now let us see the experiments done by the Lavoisier and how his experiments gave us the idea about the process respiration. So experiments by Lavoisier in discovery of gases. So what he has done? He has mainly done two experiments. In the first experiment, he has burnt the powdered charcoal. What he has done? He has burnt in the first experiment, he has burnt powdered charcoal. How he burnt? He has burnt the powdered charcoal in a bell jar. In a bell jar. Kept in a water with trough. This is what the statement given in your textbook. What does it mean? He has taken a trough which contained water and powdered charcoal in it, and a bell jar has been kept. And he heated it. And during that process, certain gas liberated. The gas liberated during the burning of powdered charcoal is nothing but fixed air, he said. That is the fixed air. What is fixed air? Those days, that is during the 18th century, the fixed air is termed as carbon dioxide. Is nothing but carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is termed as fixed air. And in another experiment, what he has done? He has combusted phosphorus. Phosphorus is nothing but it's a metal, remember. Phosphorus is a metal. So when he combusted in the second experiment, combustion of phosphorus in a bell jars. In the same process, as he burned the powdered charcoal, he has also combusted the phosphorus in a bell jar. And what he concluded? For the combustion of the phosphorus, the gas that is helped to burn the phosphorus is not the water vapor, he concluded. It is not the water vapor which helped to burn the phosphorus. Then what is that? It helped. He gave that it is either air itself or some elastic fluid. Some elastic fluid which is used for breathing. That portion of the air which we breathe, it combined with phosphorus and it helped the phosphorus to burn, but not the water vapor. He has given that conclusion. And many conclusions he gave from his experiments. From both the experiments, what are the other conclusions he has given? Let us see. He said that there is a profound difference between the gas that is used for combustion of a metal and the gas used as respirable air. This was his one more conclusion. What does it mean? Why he has given such a statement? Let us see. Because in the respirable air, after that, the gas used for respiration, and again after the release, this respirable air can convert after the process. The respirable air which is used for our body, it has turned lime water into milky white. Whereas the gas which is used for combustion of a metal, it could not. What is the logic you can understand here? Because here the oxygen is adding to our glucose in the body and this can release carbon dioxide. But the same oxygen, when it is reacting with the metals like phosphorus, it cannot release carbon dioxide. What it can release? It can release some oxides of phosphorus. Oxides of phosphorus. That's why this gas which is used for burning the phosphorus cannot give the milky white precipitate on reacting with lime water. Children, actually the carbon dioxide, when it reacts with lime water, it releases a precipitate called milky white. That you will be learning in detail in further classes. Another conclusion what he gave is, from his experiments, actually he understood that there were two processes involved in respiration of this only one process he might have understood. To know about the next process, so that is, what is that first process he understood? That inhalation of the gas. To know about the another process, he has given one more his idea that vitiated air. Another term he gave is vitiated air. Vitiated air. Children, what is this vitiated air? Vitiated air is that air, the combustible air has been removed from the normal air. You know the normal air. Air is a mixture of gases. From that normal air, if you remove, I am putting minus the air responsible for combustion, that is combustible air. The air which is responsible for combustion, if has been removed from the normal air, that air you can term it as vitiated air. He said that this vitiated air, it contains 1/6 portion of the vitiated air contains chalky acid. Again, what is this chalky acid? This chalky acid is nothing but the carbon dioxide. Now, to convert vitiated air into normal air, how the vitiated air is being converted into normal air? The same portion it is not just enough if you add combustible air, isn't it? When I said that vitiated air means the portion of the air from which the combustible air is removed, then if you add this combustible air, this air becomes normal air. But he said it is not enough. Not enough to add combustible air. But the existing chalky acid must also be removed. Then only the vitiated air can be converted into normal air. And this is happening in our life process. How this is happening? He gave the logical conclusion from this, that the respirable air, the final conclusion, the respirable air, when it enters into our body, that is into our body, into the lungs, it gets converted into fixed air or equal amount of respirable air exchanges with, it gets exchanged with the same amount of fixed air. And he also added that it is this respirable air which adds red color to the blood. And later on scientists, they proved that it was not due to the respirable air, but it is due to the pigment hemoglobin. The blood gets red color. And in his experiments, we should be clear that what is, according to him, respirable air is nothing but oxygen. And fixed air or chalky acid. Fixed air or chalky acid is nothing but carbon dioxide. So this is the experiment done by the Lavoisier in knowing about the gases involved in respiration. Next, in the mid 19th century, another physiologist, John Draper, in his book Human Physiology, he has given a statement. Let me read that statement for you. The chief materials which a living being receives are matter that can be burnt, water and oxygen gas. And out of the action of these upon one another, all the physical phenomena of its life arise. What the body expels out is water, oxide of carbon, phosphorus, sulfur and others. This is the statement from the textbook of Human Physiology, which is written by John Draper. Let us say, what does it mean? So what he said that the chief materials every living organism or living being receives is matter that can be burnt. Example, glucose. This is the matter should be burnt, and oxygen and water. This process in your cell is possible only in the presence of water. Upon the reaction of all this, all the physical phenomena of the life starts. That means the energy is released. With that energy only any physical phenomena is possible. So that is the conclusion. And what the body expels out, that means what the body releases out is carbon dioxide, water. But he said that he did not give directly the carbon dioxide. He said oxides of carbon or phosphorus or potassium or others. All these are expelled out from the body. This is the statement given by the John Draper. So this is about the introduction to the respiration. In the next class, we shall see about the steps involved in the respiration process and how that process undergo in our body. So this is the end for today's class.